Ladies and gentlemen, the time is finally upon us. My final food challenge of this East Coast and Canada tour. You could say that we're in the end game. Okay, maybe that's a bit much, but I've always wanted to use that line. But I will say that this is a special video as it is my final battle of this trip. And it is not going to be an easy one as I am taking on a giant 15-egg breakfast omelet challenge in Rhode Island. And I've got to say, this trip, it's been quite the journey. And there have been some food challenge highs, like that dominating performance against that 26-inch pizza, and also snagging a few of Randy Santel's records. But there also have been some lows, like that burger and poutine challenge I did in Canada, which we're going to get sidetracked here because I just want to say, man, after that challenge, things only got worse. Pretty sure I ended up at like a grocery store with just a god-awful bloody nose, and I mean, it was bad. And I've dealt with plenty of bloody noses back in my day, so I kind of knew how to gauge it, and I knew it was going to be a bad one, but it wasn't anything like I was going to go to the hospital or anything, but man, it was just a miserable night. But anyways, getting back on track, like I said before, this is the final food challenge for me on this trip, and I certainly wanted to finish strong. And the final showdown on this trip takes place at a restaurant called the Hungry Monkey in Newport of Rhode Island, where I'd be taking on the King Kong Omelet challenge, which is a fitting name just because of how massive this thing is. I mean, it's a 15-egg omelet with various meats, vegetables, and I think there's like 4 different types of cheese on it, all of which is topped with chili, and this breakfast omelet also comes with breakfast potatoes and a few pieces of toast, because apparently a 15-egg omelet just isn't quite big enough. Also, you have 1 hour to finish this breakfast challenge, and if you're able to take it down, you get your $28 meal for free, a free shirt, and your picture up on their wall of fame. Now for my strategy on this breakfast omelet challenge, I could talk about the typical stuff, like how I wanted to eat that 15-egg omelet first using my big utensils so I could take bigger bites, then move on to the potatoes and finish the bread last. But really, for this challenge in particular, my strategy, it was quite simple. Win. That's right, win. Win and go home. Because I just was so ready to be done with food challenges at this point. Because this was like my 25th food challenge on the trip. And if I had to be honest, I was feeling it. My food fighting abilities were diminishing each and every day. I had a nicely shaped dad bod from the weight gain, which you can't see because it's hidden under that 2XL shirt I'm wearing. And I just wanted to finish this food challenge tour, go home, and if I even felt like eating anything, it'd be nothing more than a big old salad. Now, even though this wasn't the most ideal challenge for me at the moment, I'm still giving it a thumbs up for the setup just because it has that gold standard for completing the challenge, and it also has that 1 hour time limit, which is nice to have, especially if you start to struggle, which is exactly what is happening to me here. Man, when I hit the wall, it nearly stopped me dead in my tracks. And part of me was starting to feel full, but there was also a bigger part of me that was thinking, hey, something's not right in Texas. As the food just wasn't settling well in my stomach, which was making it harder for me to press on. Though I do think the omelet was pretty good, which is why for the taste, I'm giving it a thumbs up. But I will say I'm a bit indifferent about the chili, just because I'm not used to having chili with my breakfast omelets. I'm not sure if you are. And actually, let me know in the comments down below if you prefer to have chili with your breakfast omelets. Then as far as the potatoes and the bread, they were okay, I guess. I just really wish they weren't part of the breakfast challenge at the time. I mean, if you're wanting a full belly to get your money's worth, then breakfast potatoes are where it's at, because they were really filling. But I would recommend this challenge for anyone to try. It's just, like I said before, wasn't the most ideal challenge for me to try given the circumstances, as I was just trying to push through the pain and get the win. And if you're finding pleasure in my pain as you're watching me take on this breakfast omelet challenge, then it would be most appreciated if you took a few seconds out of your day to leave a little magic of your own by liking and sharing this video with a fellow foodie who you think would love to embark on this food adventure. And if you want to continue to see more food challenge videos just like this one, well, maybe except for I'm not riding the struggle bus, then be sure to subscribe and follow the page on Facebook. And also, if you want to see where this tour first began, then be sure to check out the link in the description down below, and I'll see you in the next food adventure. If I survive.
So you pretty much got the omelet gone. It's just potatoes.
Bathroom open?
Is the bathroom open? Yes.
Just call it.